Assalamu alaikum friends, I am Mavish and you are watching my channel Mavish Teaches. Today I am going to explain the exercise of computer science class 10th chapter 2, that is programming in C. So first of all I will explain the short questions and you are recommended to take a screenshot of it so that you can complete your exercise. So first short question is define computer program. First of all you have to put a heading computer program. A computer program is a set of instructions, statements written in a programming language to solve a particular problem and achieving specific results. Any task performed by a computer is controlled by a set of instructions program that are executed by the microprocessor. Computer program or software controls the operation of a computer and it is developed in a computer language to perform a task. That's it for first short question. So second short question is to differentiate between syntax and semantic. So whenever you have to differentiate among different things, you have to draw a table, and in one column we will write syntax and in one column we will write points about semantics. So first point is about the definition of syntax and semantics. Syntax refers to the rules of a programming language according to which statements of a program are to be written, whereas semantic gives meaning to statements of a programming language. Second point, it describes the way to write correct statements in a program. Syntax of a programming language is similar to the grammar of natural language, whereas semantics describes the sequence of operations to be performed by a computer when executing the statements of a computer program. A syntactically correct sentence is not necessarily a meaningful sentence, whereas in semantic column you have to write a meaningful sentence has to be syntactically correct. Now we have two examples. So in fourth point we have an example of syntax as an assignment statement consists of a variable and an expression separated by equal sign as an assignment operator. This is the syntax of assignment statement and it can be represented as variable is equals to expression. Example of semantic is in the assignment statement sum is equals to a plus b. The semantic of statement is to add the values stored in variables a and b and then store the result in variable sum. In fifth point, we will write another example about syntax, that is 6 minus 3 into 4. This is the syntax of some statement, and its semantics will be multiply 3 by 4 and subtract result from 6. And that's it for question number 2. Now moving towards question number 3, that is about differentiate between assembly and high level languages. So again you have to write draw a table having two columns, one for assembly language points and one for the points about high level language. So first point about assembly language is assembly language consists of symbolic codes or abbreviations known as mnemonics, whereas high-level languages are English-oriented languages and they are commonly used for writing computer programs. These languages use English language words such as print, go to, if, and etc. Second point about assembly language. Assembly language is difficult to use and understand for humans as compared to high-level languages, whereas high-level languages are easy to learn and use for humans as compared to assembly language. In second point, we have to write it is difficult to use and understand for humans as compared to high-level languages, whereas in high level language column, we have to write that high level languages are easy to learn and use for humans as compared to assembly language. Third point, a program written in assembly language will require less storage than one prepared in a high level language. A program written in any high level language will require more storage than one prepared in assembly language. Fourth point, a program written in assembly language will require less running time than one prepared in a high level language. A program written in any high level language will require more running time than one prepared in an assembly language. So we have next point about assembly language. Programs written in assembly language are machine dependent, and program written for one computer will not work on another because of the design differences. Whereas high level languages are not machine dependent, and program written for one computer will work on another computer in the same way. Sixth point, coding and debugging of assembly language program is much difficult than a program written in high level language, and coding and debugging of a high level language is much easier than a program written in assembly language. Seventh point, a program known as assembler is used to translate assembly language into machine language. A program known as interpreter or compiler is used to translate high-level language into machine language before execution by the computer. So we have a fourth short question as write 4 characteristics of high-level languages. So first of all, you have to write high-level languages have the following characteristics. First one, these languages were developed to make computer programming simple, easier, and less prone to errors. Second point, high-level languages are not machine dependent. They enable programmers to write programs that are independent of a particular type of computer. Third point, programs written in high-level languages must be translated into machine language by a compiler or an interpreter before execution by the computer. Fourth point, the process of finding and removing errors in program is easier in high-level language compared to low-level language. And that's it for question number 4. So now we have question number 5. Define integrated development environment. So start its answer. IDE or Integrated Development Environment is computer software that brings all the processes and tools together for program development into one place. IDE's aim is to make the life of programmers easier by grouping together all the tasks needed for building applications into one environment. Today's modern IDEs have user-friendly graphical user interface GUI. Most of the new programming languages use Integrated Development Environment IDE to create, compile and run programs. And that's it for question number 5. So question number 6 is to differentiate between constant and variable. Again, you have to draw a table about constant and variable. Draw a table with 2 columns, one for constant and one for variable. First point is about the definition of constant and variable. Constants are quantities whose values do not change during program execution, whereas a variable is a symbolic name that represents a value that can change during execution of a program. Second point, constant may be numeric, character or string, whereas variables are of 2 types, numeric and character variable. Third point, a constant value cannot be changed by the program once it is defined. A variable value can be changed by the program once it is defined. So that's it for question number 6. So now we have question number 7. Which of the following are valid C variables? Give the reasons if not a valid variable. First of all, we have a variable name area. It's a valid variable name. Then 5x. It's invalid variable name because any number 0 to 9 is not allowed at the beginning of the variable name. Next variable name is sum, which is a valid variable name. Next variable name is net space pay. It is invalid because blank space is not allowed while naming a variable. Next variable name is float. It is invalid variable name because reserved words are not allowed. Next variable name is underscore age. It is valid variable name. Else. It is invalid because reserved words are not allowed. Case. It is invalid because reserved words are not allowed. Size 22. Valid variable name. My underscore weight. It's a valid variable name. So that's it for question number 7. So now we have question number 8. What are reserved words and why they should not be used as variable names? So this question has two parts. First of all, we will put a heading reserved words. That is the words that are part of programming language and have special purposes in computer programs are called reserved words or keywords. Reserved words are always written in lowercase. There are 32 words defined as a reserved word in C. For example, int, char, const, float, include, main, etc. Now we will attempt its second part, that is why reserved words should not be used as variable names. Reserved words of C language cannot be used as variable names because reserved words have predefined use and cannot be used for any other purpose. And that's it for question number 8. Now we have question number 9. Why comments are used in programs? Comments are added in the program to make it easy to understand for others. Comments are added in a program when a fact is necessary to be brought to the attention of program's reader. Programmers write comments at the beginning of the program explaining the reader what the program is intended to achieve and inside the program code where something is to be clarified about the structure of the program. And that's it for question number 9. Now we have question number 10. What is the purpose of header files in C language? The programmer must include appropriate header file at the beginning of the program in order to use a library function. Including a header file in a C source file produces the same result as copying the header file into the source file. Some commonly used header files are stdio.h, conio.h and math.h. And that's it for question number 10. So friends, now we have done all the short questions. Now we will discuss the MCQs of chapter 2, Programming in C. We have first statement as what defines the rules of valid statements in programming? So we can say that syntax is the correct option. Second one, which language is directly understood by the computer? Machine language. Third point, when was C language developed? It was developed in early 1970s, that is option B. Fourth point, who developed Java language? This is option number C. Sun Microsystems. Fifth point, what is the other word used for reserved words? It's option B, keywords. Point number 6, how many bytes are set aside by the compiler for a variable of type int? So it's option A, 2 bytes. Point number 7, how many bytes are set aside by the compiler for a variable of type float? So its correct answer is option C, 4 bytes. Point number 8, what is the range of numbers that can be stored in a variable of type double float? So its option is option C, that is 10 raised to the power minus 308 up to 10 raised to the power plus 308. Ninth point, which program translates high-level language into machine language? So its correct answer is option A, compiler. Last MCQs is, which software helps in finding and removing errors in programs? Its correct option is option D, that is debugger. That's it for now. Friends, I have shared the solved exercise with short questions and MCQs of class 10 chapter number 2 computer science. If you have learned something from my video, then please like my video. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.